Yo, what up, Good morning, GMG. Which Thursday? Oh, Thursday. Oh, yeah, I like Thursdays. Thursday. October 10th, 2024. Look at that. Another beautiful day. To have a beautiful day. I got my co-host in the house, Tyler. How you doing today?
I'm good. I think I might be kicking this cold I've had the last few days, so that's a positive. Coins are doing okay, but news is picking up. Feels like Q4 is really getting into motion. The headlines were flying yesterday. They're flying this morning already. Lots to get into.
I love that. Mando's here. There is definitely a lot to talk about today. What up, Mando?
Good. How are you guys?
We're vibing. We're thriving. I can tell you're busy. Looks like you're both kicking off that cold. You both sounded sick. Like I think a couple days ago.
My Whoop band told me that I was sick.
Oh, you have a Whoop band now? Or no, you have had, right?
Yeah, for a while. He told me I was sick from Monday.
Are you guys both sponsored by Whoop or something? Did I miss the memo about Whoop? I got an Oura ring.
I had an Oura ring for a while, but then I got a Whoop.
Oh, it's true. You had the Oura ring a while ago. I remember last time I saw you.
For a long time I had the Oura, and then I moved to Whoop.
Yeah. That is very true. Anyways, all right. I know Mando's got a busy time today. Let's get right into this. Today on the show, today, let me post that broadcast. Daily market report. We had CPI this morning. It looks like it was quite a little bit of a miss or this or that. I don't know what I'm saying, by the way. So we'll see what Mando thinks. My favorite trader thinks that this is a non-event for crypto, and my favorite trader is Mando. So we're gonna ask Mando, his thoughts on that, because you probably saw Wiz go live this morning and KBMs and everybody tweeting about CPI. So let's talk about that, and then we'll have Tyler's top one. We're back to 1,000. Is it fair to say back to Tyler's top 1,000? Perfect. Back to 1,000. And then we'll do 2 Robit spins. We had a little, incident yesterday on the show, and hopefully no cats jump on no keyboards, and we'll be fine today. I love how Sims today is not even. He's so stressed out. He's not even bringing his own account on the Twitter Spaces. He's like, fuck it.
Fucking false that. Eh?
He's like, fuck this. His cat yesterday jumped on the screen for everybody. That's what happened at the end on his keyboard. His son ran into the room. His cat jumped on the keyboard. The keyboard activated the wrong screen. Blah 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 blah. Anyways, we decided to push it today, so we'll do double up. So make sure you retweet the Twitter Spaces. You'll have a specific tweet to comment on blah blah. And then last but not least, this show is powered by Galaxis. With seamless built-in monetization tools, Galaxis enables the development of sustainable long-term communities, fulfilling Bitcoin's vision of decentralized freedom and independence from centralized control. Anyways, Mando, without further ado, talk to me about the most important CPI of the year.
Who is the man, macro daddy of the land? Can you dig it?
Yeah, GM everyone.
You're doing your mail right now?
I've got so much shit I gotta do right now.
Are you that busy that you're doing your mail during 4 hour, like dead ass?
Oh, can you guys hear me? Yeah. Yeah, dude, I got a lot. Don't believe the hype. CPI, I mean, it was down again month on month. Like, yeah, it came in 0.1% expected. I put it out on my Twitter as well. Like, okay, it's at 2.4% rather than 2.3%, but we're still down. Like, down every single month. Like, it's slightly hotter, and we haven't had a hot figure since April. But I think remember, these things are against forecast. If you look, we're actually down versus last month, which is down versus the month before, which is down versus the month before, which is down versus the month before. We're just going low. We're slightly higher than the forecast was. So I think we'll still see 2 rate cuts this year coming. That's my gut. I think that's what Powell said, and I think that's what we'll still get. So I think he's probably given decent forward guidance there about what he's going to do.
Yeah, I just started a tweet this morning as well, so we'll see. The rate cuts question for that are left towards the end of the year. What are we expecting in terms of like the amount of rate cuts? Like, is it 1 or 2, and is it like by how much are we expecting? Like, how many bips?
People are expecting 2 now. People are expecting there to be 1 or 2 rate cuts, basically from now until year end. And the expectation is most probably for 25 bips, if 25 to 50 bips total, which I kind of agree with. But Powell, in his last speech, said basically it's probably going to be 2. So I would kind of be guided by that. This figure I don't think changes that much.
Wow. Okay.
But what I do think is you're seeing a stronger dollar, which I think is interesting. And that may hurt crypto a little bit. Like the dollar's at 2-month highs. It's come back relatively strongly after looking like it was going to break down. And that was part of the reason for crypto's rally. I mean, we're not talking about anything crazy. It's up like 2% over the last 3 weeks. But it's enough to get people to notice.
Okay. Love it. I don't remember last time I checked the mail.
Brother, this isn't mail.
What, is that like mail?
These are
is that
licenses, my friend.
Oh, is that not like? Is that actually that's on the post? Like, do you in Portugal? Like, do you like take a horse to go to your like little mailbox
Yeah.
and then? Like,
Yeah.
Is that? Like, do you have that still? Like paper mail over there?
We have paper mail. It's pigeon and paper. That's how it's done.
Oh, Tyler, do you have? Do you still read the mail in Chicago?
We get the mail about once a week.
Once a week.
It's
But
mostly junk.
I don't remember last. Yeah, I remember last time was in junk. I guess I do have a mailbox downstairs. Vanessa must check it. I don't know. Every time I check it, it's the landlord. His shit. It's like 40 fucking letters for like the previous tenant and the landlord. And I put them back in the send back thing.
So in terms of macro, like that's the only thing that has happened today. I don't know what happened to CNBC. Like, what happened to stocks and stuff like that? It looks like we are marginally lower, but we just hit all-time highs yesterday. We're down 0.1% on stocks right now, so a bit of a nothing burger, I would say. Dollar is definitely stronger, which is something to note about, and bond yields are back up above 4%, which is fairly notable, at least on the 10-year. The 2 years kind of not moving as much.
Okay.
And then I don't. Again, like Bitcoin's holding up okay. It's like 61K. You said ETH underperform a little bit again. Solana. I guess Solana's underperforming a little bit as well. Altcoins,
Everything's
away
down.
from meme coins, are definitely down, but Bitcoin hasn't really moved.
No.
The only real headlines, or the biggest ones, was this FBI thing about the meme coins,
We'll get to that.
or the AI coin, where it was, and that Stripe had reinstated crypto payments, which is relatively big, although was already known that they were going to do that. So I don't think it was like a big shock to the market. They've decided to do that. And then this Trump thing, where we're going to raise
100%.
crazy amounts.
Yep. We saw that. All right. Well, look, that's about it for the market roundup. 60.8K Bitcoin, 2.3, let's say 2.4 almost K. ETH, $137 Solana. Top gainers on the daily consisted of Uniswap, Uni token because of the L2 announcement, probably.
They're doing L2, yeah.
That was announced, I think, today. Mantra, XRP, Helium, Immutable. So, anyways, like, there's not much that's up. Actually, matter of fact, almost nothing's up significantly, and memes are relatively down, unless actually the Murad memes kind of look good today. But anyways, Tyler, tell us. I'm sure Tyler's I'm not even gonna go there because I know Tyler's gonna go there.
For daily NFT and crypto analysis. Tyler D on FOMO hour calls the kid canvas.
Ready to bash some bears. There were a lot of top stories, but I'm going to start with the Trump one. So the Trump family moving forward with World Liberty Financial, they proposed launching on Aave, promising 20% of protocol fees to the Aave DAO, along with giving them 7% of the tokens. Guess what? Breaking news this morning, they're raising $300 million at a $1.5 billion valuation. So that 7% token deal for Aave, pretty significant there. Next up, we saw that the U.S. DOJ, they brought charges against Gotbit, Zeem, Quant, CLS Global, and MyTrade, alongside 14 individuals accusing them of manipulating the crypto market via pumping up schemes and some market making. So we'll get into that here in a bit. Stripe, as Mano mentioned, officially began accepting USDC payments with Solana, so it is live and happening. ETH, some bad news for ETH here. ETH seized from the Plus token scheme. Was moved to exchanges after being dormant since 2021. 7,000 of the 542,000 that they've got, that's $1.3 billion worth, started moving. So perhaps some sell pressure from that. And then breaking news this morning, Uniswap, they introduced Unichain as a new L2 for DeFi, which also might have some negative impacts for Ethereum as well. We'll talk about that in a bit. In protocol news, Abstract officially launched their Abstract Global Wallet SDK. NFTFi introduced flexible loans where borrowers only pay interest on durations of their loan versus fixed interest. Swell introduced an airdrop checker for its ETH restaking platform. CoinGecko integrated Arkham Intel. Then Van Eck, they keep cooking in crypto. They launched a new $30 million venture fund to invest in crypto and AI startups. So I'd like to see that. Memes and NFTs. We got to talk about the memes and NFTs here. Meme coin majors were red. There was some drama with the cute dolphin meme. You've seen this meme. It's been going viral. Another one of those vampire attack, multiple PvP coins launched. Almost all of them ended up down on the day on huge volume. The mini token was the big winner from the Murad list. It jumped something like 50%. And then a new meme coin launched on what was the art-focused L2 Circle. A meme coin launched. It ran to 15 million after being featured in a Beeple every day. Our friend Dees, he got in at 40K, so a nice little hit for him. An Xcopy 101 chatbot and chisel for 800 ETH. It's $1.9 million, the highest sale, I believe, since 2021, at least over the counter. And then OX Quit, stepping into the VP of blockchain role at Yuga, overseeing dev and strategy for ApeChain. Nice move for him. And yeah, that's the rundown. A lot of headlines there.
My Lord. The irony of I love the irony of the art chain. Having the biggest thing happening on there right now is the meme coin right away. I was like, quick, you know what I mean? It's like you're trying to step away from all the meme coin, shittery and stuff like that, but you just can't escape it, right?
That's exactly where my head went. I feel like once a quarter we get like the art focused.
Let's start with that. We're there. Tell us more about this thing, because I saw it. I was at the hockey game. Then I saw these hit like 500x on, but he only put like $200 or something. But he turned $200 to like 10K, right? Which is awesome.
Yeah, $50. The shape is the L2 is meant to be this art focused and dedicated. So kind of a dedicated chain place for artists to create and traders to trade, collectors to collect. And then we saw some artists. I forget exactly who's behind this. I don't know if I actually saw
it's him. No, Nice Day Jules.
Okay, so Jules launched this Circle coin. It's a pretty simple website. And if you go to the website, it's got the contract and then it's got a circle in the middle, which tells you the market cap. And I guess the circle gets bigger as the market cap goes up, which is one of those, like, it's so dumb. It's brilliant designs. Here, I'll try to send it to you.
That's the circle, though. That's the Beeple every day for me.
Yeah. So and then Beeple memorialized it last night, which is a quick one for him. I mean, the thing had only been live for 4 hours or so.
I noticed people has been posting his every days the last few days a lot faster. I don't know if you noticed. It usually depends on where he's at and like what he's doing, like his travel sometimes as well, like what time zone. But I noticed this past week, like he's just. Did you notice like he's just banging them out?
Yeah, he really is. So I think that's what sent it. Man, I missed this one. A buddy sent it to me. It was under 1 million. And I knew it had a good chance to run. And I was like, I don't have any ETH on shape. I don't want to go through the bridge process. And I just didn't do it. It was too lazy. And like, this is one of those opportunities. Like this is one of the cardinal rules of crypto and trading is that if there are barriers to entry, then that is the trade to go after, because just like me, people are going to be too lazy to do it. And then when people ultimately come in, you're going to be able to throw them. And then here we are. It's at 12.5 million here this morning. I saw it. It was around like 14 when I woke up. I think it hit 15. Curious where it goes from here. It'll be a testament to how much liquidity is really on shape. But they've got the Xcopy drop coming soon. Actually, I don't know if there's a date on that drop just yet. He announced the winners this morning. That's his upcoming price to 0.33 ETH. all of those, I mean, those are likely going to trade.
Oh, yeah.
At least at 2 to 3 ETH. I mean, I think it could be a 10.
Oh, in this market with X copies being so hot, you could, I mean, you tell me 5 ETH, I won't be surprised.
Yeah,
honestly,
I wouldn't be surprised either. I think the only thing making this questionable is that the fact that it's on shape. If it was on ETH, it could be a little easier to project.
I mean, go figure. I mean, maybe this shitcoin changed everything, right? No, seriously. Like, if this shitcoin goes to $50 million, that X copy floor is going to be 5. You know what I mean? And why I'm saying that, and I know I don't want to relate, say, oh, because it's an X copy, like, because it's a shitcoin, but the attention, just attention around shape. It's like, oh, wait. Oh, hey, there's an X copy thing too? You know what I mean? It's like kind of that's where my head's at.
I mean, it's a brilliant marketing event, right? Like we've seen chains do this. Like Avex started their meme coin fund, like in Q1 because they know that attracts people. So I mean, it's smart, right? Albeit ironic that the chain created for art has immediately gone to memes.
Yeah, and that's great. I mean, look, hey, meme coins. If anything, this could show you that meme coins are art. They can be performance art because the circle just gets bigger as the market cap goes up. And I own absolutely none of it. This is the first time I hear about it. I saw Deez's tweet this morning. I was away last night, and I love it. You know what I mean? That's the type of shit I would have bought if it was still $1 million right now.
He's up something. So he's up 300x.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, it's a little lower than this morning. Wasn't it like 15 mil this morning? It's like 12 mil right now. Yeah. But it's right down my personal alleyway. I love this shit. I love the art side of Twitter, of course, because that's where I came up with early NFT Twitter days and stuff. So that's something that I personally, I'm a very big fan of. So love that. Speaking of X copy, Tyler, I mean, man, boy, I saw that. I made sure to go and congratulate the buyer yesterday on Twitter as well. Man, what a sale and what a piece.
It looks like it wasn't like you. Like if you're in these streets, you just kind of assume that a sale this size, that the buyer is likely got connected to the seller, and like they've had conversations, and it's almost unclear if that happened. He just lobbed an 800 ETH offer.
It looks like it was no. I think it was made available because of super private sales. Because I did see David Feinstein tweet something, but I may be wrong. Not David Feinstein. I'm so sorry. Is it translating now? Oh my god. That's so bad. Sorry. The someone from Super Rare tweet their link to the thing, but it could be that, but maybe not.
Yeah. Well, regardless, so the 800 ETH offer came in. It was accepted within like 15 minutes, and it's a nice sale. I mean, it's I can't speak to all the private sales that have gone down, and I don't think we even know.
Confirm private sales via the one and only RD Roger Dickerman.
Got it. Okay, so it was brokered by them. Very interesting, but I mean, this is one of the biggest art sales we've seen in years. 1.9 million is huge.
I mean, this is an incredible piece. I mean, we should go back on the Super Rare here and look at the history of it. What incredible! I mean,
I think they bought it for 0.25 5 years ago.
I just love it, Tyler.
It's a good one. All the X copy pieces that have a character.
I really regret selling. I really regret selling my my piece because I don't need that 40K. I was like, oh, I'll trade it, buy meme coins and stuff. I don't need it. Like, it's like, I'm here, like, I'm sitting on the USDC still because I haven't really made big moves with it because I'm waiting. I don't know. I have to say, I really regret selling my edition.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, the old X copy is going to be incredibly valuable in the good ones.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're going to have more opportunities, right? Like, he's clearly creating a lot more every year.
Wow, look at this. It's listed on 81K. It's crazy. No, I didn't pay it for 40K. I got more than 40K for it, but for how much ETH it was. But yeah,
it's a good piece.
I mean, look, when you look at this, it reminds me of this piece, you know?
Yeah, color scheme.
So yeah. Anyways, point being, you're right. So he paid 0.75 ETH back in 2019, January 2019.
Wow.
Wow.
And then they held it through all the 2021 mania.
Wow. And sold for 800. And then that's ETH at its lows, you'd think. So if ETH goes to like $5,000 this cycle, like seller is in for $4 million sale technically if he holds the ETH.
Yeah, if you're bullish ETH, this is a great time to make.
Wow. Punk. Let's check out Punk 49545's vault 1 second.
Was that the buyer?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he posted about it yesterday on Twitter. Let me show you. Pong 4945. There you go. He made his PFP. That's a flex, bro.
Yeah, I think I'd make that my PFP as well.
I would for sure. I mean, if $2 million PFP, brother.
What else is in the vault? Looks like you have a couple other X copy pieces.
Yeah, there was maybe it's another. They have Die with the most likes, of course. Man, Die is gonna pop out this cycle for sure. Oh, he's got a little strawberry. Oh, he bought it recently. Okay. Oh, he's the one who bought the last one. 7.
Wow, and 4 X copy 101s. Jeez,
Yeah.
That's nice.
4 X copy 101s. Paid $280 for this one. 175. I mean, age as well, right? This buy makes this one age really well too.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting. And a grifter, of course. I mean, what are grifters at? Let's stay on next copy for a second here.
I'm gonna guess 90th. I haven't checked.
999. Like 10th actually. Yeah. 10th. Yeah.
Yeah, these are solid.
These are going to 50th this cycle.
Yeah, I think if Project Aeons and Sprotos are going to 50 ETH, like our friend Murad thinks, I think it's decent bet the grifters probably get there too.
I'm working on getting those approved on whitelisted on Rollbit so we can start giving them away every day. Just a reminder, the Rollbit code on rafflebot.xyz today is Xcopy. There you go. That's perfect. So rafflebot.xyz, rafflebot.xyz. The code is Xcopy. It's very simple. Okay, you can come on the show every day and win. Worst case, like the absolute worst thing you can win is a red guy, which they're worth $2,000 a pop now. And the best case, you can win a punk. There's no chance you don't win one of the things, either a punk, a Miladian, or a red guy. So make sure you sign up. Xcopy is the code and enter 2 spins today, 2 winners today. So anyways, Tyler, I feel like we have to talk about the Feds. Like, I think this is the biggest thing that happened yesterday. Run me exactly, like, what is going on? So the FBI is launching meme coins.
Yeah, so the headline here is that the U.S. Department of Justice, they have brought charges against market makers GotBet, ZM Quant, CLS Global, and MyTrade, along with 14 individuals, accusing them of manipulating the crypto market. These companies have allegedly engaged in wash trading schemes to inflate token prices, aiming to deceive investors before selling off the tokens, which they're calling a pump and dump operations. Over $25 million in crypto seized as a part of the investigation. But where the story gets crazier is that more details kept coming out, and that the FBI actually created a fake token as a part of this sting, if you want to call it. The token was Next Fund AI. And apparently we got more details from Quid. I forget who was all talking about it, but it seems like there was even some red flags with the contract, and like disabled trading was a button inside there. But they were able to convince GotBet to market make it. And I think that's effectively how that they caught them.
Damn.
And I think a big part of it was fake trading volumes, which I think raised a lot of alarms, because I think there are folks that believe that happens with a lot of tokens in this space, where you effectively trade tokens back and forth, raise the price, make like artificial volume, eventually making it seem like there's more interest in the token than there actually is. And then once you get, more normal, mainstream buyers to come in, and you sell it. And then then you move on to the next one. So that's the scheme. And I guess the other takeaway here is that, like the FBI is more deeply integrated into the trenches than perhaps folks thought. Like, are they in the room with us right now? I think that's a lot of the questions, and the folks are starting to kind of look around the room on crypto Twitter and say who else might be.
So who else?
Exactly.
Let's make a list. Let's do our list. Let's do a FOMO hour list of. We should start doing that, Sims. FOMO hour list. Actually, listen, we may be hiring a new intern. Sims and I had a little. He may be listening to this. We have a dope intern coming for FOMO hour, Tyler. So the intern's intern. Yeah, he's going to intern Myriad. He's going to intern FOMO hour. He's going to intern maybe Rug Video. We'll see. But we should start making lists. The FOMO hour list. So let's make a FOMO hour list of who is the most likely to be a federal agent. Number 1, Wizard of Soho.
Oh gosh,
why Wizard of Soho? I will tell you guys why. I think Wizard of Soho is a Fed because he was the OG meme coin shill. He's the OG Murad, right? The meme coin guy, right? The meme coins, and he cooked It's made a lot of money. You know, my boy's rich. And what? He always claims that he lives in some suburb. So that's some Fed shit. Like if you're a Fed, like this guy owns a club in the Hamptons, right? He owns a restaurant in New York, catchy, but he's never there. He lives in the suburbs. You're a rich, young crypto guy. Don't you want to live in New York City, not in the suburbs? There's something there. So I would think Wizard So is a Fed. What do you think?
Doesn't add up. It's very possible. So then Kook Capital this morning said,
yeah, Kook for sure.
He knows they're deep because he says he was approached by the Feds to help be an agent and help them on the inside. So of course you can never tell, but you know, he's public about all the money he takes to shield tokens.
Yeah.
So he's I don't know, could be him as well. I'm actually scrolling through the fancy top list to see which of these fancy top influencers could be.
What about Murad? I think Murad, I would put him as like least likely.
Yeah, let's hope not. Let's hope Murad's not.
Now I would put him as least likely. But what the thing is, like a lot of people, I think, like for example, Wiz, I don't think he started as a Fed. I think he was approached by Feds and they were like, listen, you have no choice but to like become a Fed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think, like, for example, like, what do you think about Onsem? Like, do we think Onsem's a Fed? Like, I think Onsem's not a Fed, but like, I think he's a guy that they'll come to him because his main character of the cycle is like, yo, you either like become a Fed or like, we're going to do this and that. But I think Onsem doesn't fold. You know what I mean? I think I think Onsem will look at the Feds and be like, yo, hat stays on and then walk out.
It was funny. So I tweeted this morning. There's actually a market on Polymarket for will Ansem get arrested in 2024, and the odds briefly spiked to 50% last night after this news broke about GotBit. It's just funny, like he was the one that came first to mind for everyone. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to sit down and think about this to actually create a list.
Yeah,
it's a tricky question, but it does. Just like a reminder, if folks are asking you to do shady things,
they're Feds.
Don't do it.
What about Rasmer? Like Rasmer, like is all of a sudden comes out, starts doing these videos. Could be a plant. I would put Rasmer as like in the middle, like 50-50, you know? Like Rasmer, all those the LA creator crew, you know?
Oh yeah.
Sus. Like all of a sudden there's a D God's house with like Frank, TG, like Mika, Rasmer, OG from what I'm picking up on the timeline, like 50-50, right? Like, what about what's going on in that house? Like, do you think the Feds like have a grasp on the house?
Very possible.
Very possible.
We'll see.
Yeah, we're not ruling it out. We're not ruling it out for sure. You know. But anyways, so what now? So GotBit, for what it's worth, like the market making world is like pretty crazy. You get approached by all sorts of wild people at these conferences. It seems like the GotBit team were a little too aggressive when it came to like pumping and dumping these meme coins. I think it was Waz, right? That covered a few of their tweets. ZachXBT, yesterday everybody's shitting on him. Hey, he warned y'all. ZachXBT warned the whole, you know, he warned everyone and he called them out a while ago. So, you know, it looks like there's some crazy posts. I'm trying to find them of the GotBit team like openly like pumping their thing, like being cool, like saying, hey, we did that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's a good way to paint a bigger target on your back. I think Waz or someone was saying that there might be impacts to the meme coin market, that people aren't understanding how much market making they did. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I
don't agree with that. I saw him go back and forth with Dijon Harambe yesterday because there's a list of the GotBit memes which you know all the Cabal memes that people see on the timeline pump. Those are the GotBit memes. Like all like you guys listening, like to the thing, like those were the memes. Like Nero, it was all the like. If I read you the list right now, I just gotta find it. But like you're probably gonna be like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? That's probably gonna be a reaction. But I don't think like Analos, yeah, like the reverse Solana, that was GotBit thing that got listed KuCoin. Remember that one? So it's like Baby Doge, Nero, like all the ones that I don't think you and I even touched because it was like you missed them. Like what? How come I missed that? We never heard of it, and all of a sudden it's on KuCoin, right? So it's like, but the thing is, what's more important with this, Tyler, and what this could be bad. I don't think it's bad for memes specifically, like a one-on-one, but I think it's bad in general because GotBit works very closely to a lot of your favorite central exchanges, and they have an indictment. Indictment means that the DOJ already has the phone, the texts, the emails, the telegrams, potentially all this stuff, right? So in 6 to 12 months from now, or maybe 12 to 18, let's say, once cycle is passed, there's a lot of creators. You're going to see a lot of these KOL deals. Like, this is going to come cracking down on the people that took these deals. I think this is gonna be a slow bleed, but I think I wouldn't be surprised, Tyler, and we're going to look back at this show like in 18 to 24 months, be like, oh fuck, oh, this person got indicted or arrested. Oh no, like it was part of the copy thing. You know what I mean, that's why I think it's bad.
Yeah, it's time to clean your active if you haven't already. That much is clear. I think another thing is, like, this is a faster moving case too, right? Didn't a lot of this activity happen like 6 to 9 months ago?
The water token on Lionel Messi's page not long ago was involved in this.
Yeah, and I think that's important because I feel like in the last few years we saw these headlines for things that happened like 2 to 3, 4 years in the past, and it took this long for chargers to come and then to build their case. Well, guess what? Like, this is accelerating. So there's chances that schemes from 2024 are going to start coming to light more. So we will certainly see.
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, like, I think that Messi thing, remember we covered it, like that probably is what got the feds really like activated on this, because they activated one of the most popular men on earth.
That's how it is. So it's the ones that use the celebrities, that have the biggest reach, that the most potential impact to hurt like your more like average consumer.
I mean, Messi's like has to be top 10 most followed Instagram pages on the planet, right? So anyways, that's not great. And I think this could, I don't know what that means for Binance's stuff, but those were all listed on like Bybit, Binance's of this world. Like, again, like these are KuCoin, of course, was already they already had indictment, right? Was it indictment that KuCoin has on the founders?
Yeah, I think they all have.
Yeah. So this is not great. Of course, that's always like a little setback for the industry in general when those headlines come out. So it's yeah, Messi's the third most followed person on Instagram, brother. He's got 500 million followers.
Yeah, that's how you get caught, right?
Yeah. Anyways, let's talk to me about this plus token thing, because you mentioned this morning. I didn't see it on anybody's page. What is that about?
So it caught my attention because we've been over the last few months, we've been talking about all the overhangs in Bitcoin and all the sell pressure, back from seizures that took place back in 2021 or before. It was mostly focused on Bitcoin, and now we're starting to see some of that on Ethereum. So it turns out that, and I guess this happened back in August, but again, I didn't see anyone talking about it. Oh, in the last 24 hours, it started actually moving. So this plus token scheme ended up raising like 542,000 ETH. It's worth $1.3 billion right now. It had been dormant for 3 years, but now it's on the move. So 7,000 of the ETH have been moved to exchanges, so it looks like potentially being sold, and now it's another potential huge overhang of sell pressure. I didn't really. This scheme wasn't on my radar. Apparently, it's a multi-million-dollar MLM crypto Ponzi.
Wow.
From early 2018. They were arrested. There's a lot, but then this has kind of got my wheels spinning. Like, there's probably more of these impacting ETH, and like from ICOs and all the ETH raised, there's probably these big whales, and there could be more overhangs coming on the ETH side as well. So that was some negative news. And then we got the Uniswap, which is certainly a positive for Uniswap, but perhaps a negative for Ethereum.
Interesting.
Because you won't have the ETH gas token involved, as I understand it. I believe it's powered by Uni.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Is it powered by Uni? Is that confirmed? That's probably why it pumped, right?
This broke right before the show, so I just do want to be careful. I didn't have a chance to go through all the docs. But Hayden announced it. Unichain is going to be built on top of the superchain.
Nice.
Fast provable block builder. Transactions are going to be fast. They're going to reduce MEV loss.
Let's go.
Centralized validators. MIT licensed. Yeah, so they're going to have their own chain on top of Ethereum. But yeah, the initial reactions I saw were that this would mean less use of ETH as a gas
fast
token.
decentralized super chain. It's not a chain. It's a super chain.
That's right.
Interesting. It's interesting they decided to do this now, right? Uniswap was at the top and is at the top since a very long time. I mean, in crypto years, sorry. But Interesting. What do you think of that decision? You think it's interesting they got a chain, right? Because
It kind of feels like ETH is getting this like partitioned away. And it's all like everything is sitting on top of it. But more and more.
When I click on superchain, it goes to the Optimism website. So it looks like it's probably a roll up of some sorts, right?
Optimism is a core part of the superchain.
That built to be the home of DeFi and liquidity. Interesting. I mean,
the market liked it. Uniswap popped on the news. I think it was the top mover on the day.
Yeah, it was. 5%. It was the only coin that really was up significantly on the 24 hours. Here, points.
Yeah, big news for DeFi. And then the other big news for DeFi is Trump DeFi. DeFi coming to Uniswap.
Donnie T, baby.
Coming to Aave. Sorry. So two stories. The first news broke yesterday. Actually, I think Decrypt broke the news. So I didn't see anyone else talking about it. That World Liberty Financial proposed launching on Aave. It's going to be pretty enticing for the Aave DAO. They're giving them 20% of protocol fees, 7% of the tokens. As it's going to plan to launch with ETH, wrap Bitcoin, and stable coins for deposits. Requires accredited investors for early access. And then we got the news of this token this morning. Apparently, the roadmap leaked. The block shared this. So they're raising $300 million at a $1.5 billion valuation. The tokens are going to be a governance token locked for a year. So they will not be sellable for a full year, as we understand it. They also shared a glimpse of the 3-phase roadmap. So they're going to launch on Aave first. The second phase is to integrate with exchanges, yet let users on-ramp and off-ramp via KYC. They also want to create a stablecoin-focused credit card for helping people to spend their tokens in the real world. And then the final phase, the third phase, is to fractionalize real-world assets and obtain a regulatory license to do so, including hotels and sports clubs, while also becoming a settlement platform for stablecoins. So it's a big vision. I did hear on the Nifty show that this morning in the fine print that the Trump family perhaps is distancing themselves from this. And then they say they are not officially tied to the project. So I thought that was notable because
World Liberty DeFi?
From World Liberty Financial. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, if you have more insight from talking to them directly, I mean, during your conversation, it sure seemed like
I have no more insight than my interview on the 16th. But if you go on Eric Trump's account, like it's all there. It's retweeted. Don Jr. as well.
And the original site had Barron as the DeFi visionary. Like they were all like on the project page. I can't find that project page anymore though. So I think they may have either it's behind that KYC wall now, or perhaps they've changed it. But
I don't know. I don't have more information than you per se. But like it would be. I don't think they would like just like cancel. You know the thing, like we just did a whole thing where like I literally had Donald Trump sitting in front of me, and then his kids one by one doing interviews about the project. Like it's not even a month ago. It's 3 weeks ago. I don't think it's true that they've separated themselves. But again, I don't know.
It's a big raise. So 1.5 billion. So like Aave, so like this is going to be an instance of Aave. They're trying to launch here. I mean, Aave itself is 2.1 billion in market cap right now. So they're raising at 75% of that right now. So certainly a big number if they're able to pull that off. I mean, it's an interesting. I mean, it seems like a legitimate DeFi protocol vision here. You know, I think we've seen like I've got like the anti-Trumpers in my comments, like calling it a rug already. Like I'm not really sure how it would rug with tokens that aren't transferable for a year unless they raise the money and just don't deliver. But I think it's a little early for that. I mean, this isn't a meme coin launch. Like this is an actual protocol and platform they're trying to build with like a use case. I think most people would agree is a nice use case, right? Like I can see real value in this if they're able to pull it off. So it's going to be interesting to track. It looks like they are starting to move forward. So I think this raise, I mean, it looks like they're trying to launch this ahead of the election. I think it was a lot of folks' questions, like would they do this before or after?
It looks like
the fact that the token is non-transferable perhaps gives them a little bit more leeway there. But yeah, it looks like this is going to get done soon.
Yeah. It's I mean, I don't know. I don't have the dates. I genuinely don't have any more information than you guys. But we'll see what happens there. I mean, at least it's with Aave, which is pretty good, right? In terms of like security, etc. So so we'll see where that takes them. What else? What else?
Most of the big headlines, and the Stripe thing, again, they announced it back in April. Huge news, but now it's finally live. So all of their merchants in 150 different countries will be able to accept crypto, and then it'll convert to fiat behind the scenes. So Stripe is taking care of that. So like if you were a merchant, like you might as well accept it. Like there's not really much downside. I think it's I think Stripe does take a 1.5% fee. I actually don't know how that compares to their normal fiat transactions. Off the top of my head, that there's $10,000 limits per crypto transaction, 100,000 per month. Again, the 1.5% fee. But I mean, I wrote this up for the newsletter this morning, just for again perspective on Stripe's size. They processed 1 trillion in payments in 2023. They serviced 2.8 million websites. Just a massive player. So we've got PayPal deep in the space.
Wow.
We've got Stripe. Again, I think this is an important signal just to the broader market about a major player getting into this space. And then also, again, like I keep coming back to this, it's the holy grail of crypto holders not having to sell their crypto for fiat to buy things in the real world. Again, we're getting closer to that.
Yeah.
So it's good progress.
I think that, I think that a lot of the adoption is just going to happen that way, and it's just going to normalize crypto in general. Like that's the adoption of people. I think Murad made some good points. Remember the other day was like, let's be honest, like crypto right now, like the only like utility or whatever like thing happening in crypto is this or that, right? It's like meme coins, or it's like the making more money, and let's not kid ourselves with like useless utilities, etc. I think some people are reporting on that after too, but it's like also just crypto as a means of like money, right? Being able to pay for things in crypto across the board is something that that people care about the most, and then that's what gets people hooked onto the casino side of it.
Yeah, it's not accepted. I don't think it's a consensus opinion that crypto is money yet at all. The documentary, the Satoshi documentary, just showed that. Like it came across very much like, oh, is this a scam? Like this is the biggest internet scam of all time, and then there was no real mentions of it, being
100%.
So
yeah,
I think we're a few years out, but again, chipping away.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. What else? Did I miss anything? No, I think we got.
Yeah, before we wrap up, just quickly, I gotta go over my Murad list.
Oh,
so we did see a couple.
I love it.
A couple big moves on the board. So just for starters, but the board is actually mostly red. Mini was the big winner. It's up 40%. I feel like every day, even on red days, we're having like at least 1 or 2 winners. USA grinding up a bit as well. The most interesting was SPX. So SPX hit 600 million yesterday morning, and then a whale unclipped $1.1 million worth in basically in a single transaction. It wicked down to like 320 million, but then it rebounded really quickly. So I think that's somewhat notable. Everyone talks about, so what happens when these whales sell? We saw one sell $1.1 million worth, and it recovered pretty well. I mean, I think if you're an SPX holder, I think you're pretty happy with that recovery. And then the fact that someone was able to unclip 1.1 million without a huge impact. So we'll see. There's a lot of, Amanda talked about on the show, when you do the market cap math versus holders, there's a lot of SPX holders who are holding a lot right
when
now.
you think about
probably
it,
gonna be more of this.
How wild is this thing? It's like a 50% candle, right? Like how wild is this? Imagine you're just a holder and like, shit, is Murad selling? It's like, no, he's not. We know his wallets now.
It was also on the day, like this was just a few hours after like Zach came out and like exposed his wallet. So
maybe someone got shaken out. Maybe someone got scared.
Well, I mean, the person, I feel like they put $100,000 in 21 to 25 days ago.
Can you blame him?
Then in 3 weeks, they turned $1 million profit. Like it's a good trade.
Can you blame them? Like
no,
that's what I said in the chat when you sent it to me. I was like, good trade. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, because that's the point where you ask yourself, what am I after? Another 2x, another 5x, another 10. You've made $1 million out of 100K. You're up in 11x. You can probably buy 10 coins for 100K now and go back to sleep for another 2 months again. And then do it. I mean, like, I don't know. That's
Yeah,
just how.
that's the mistake I made in Q1. I had a few bags run up pretty high.
Same as you.
Like I always warned, like the next 2x from there. It's like you have to be happy.
I mean, Buddy Pups, right?
Yes.
Buddy Tyler did it.
Pups, 169 million. We're back. Pups is back at 169. So it's a fun little number.
Bitcoin puppets, not so far from the Node Monkeys right now. Did you buy your puppet in the end?
I did. I bought a puppet yesterday.
Which one?
So my apologies to the Node Monkey family. I sold one and bought a puppet with the proceeds.
Did you hear that? I love that. Anyway.
There's more and more chatter on the timeline about ordinals and runes. There's a lot of talk about pups and puppets. There's zero talk about Node Monkeys. Like that's just my read. And this is an attention game.
Yeah. Sorry, Ev. Ev is asking where's your pizza ninja is. I'm sorry, he's a Bitcoin puppet now. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because Bitcoin puppets are the first Bitcoin puppets of Bitcoin. I'm right. All right, Sims. Let's bring it. Let's hope for Sims' cat not to be in the room. Sims, is your cat in the room with us right now?
No, the children are locked outside, so it's totally fine. By outside, I don't mean in a garden or anything. They are in another room. They're with their mother. They're safe. Everything's cool. Everything is fine.
Know that.
Everything's cool. We're good.
They have food. They have water. They have their mother. You're fine.
Okay. Right. Let's mate, yesterday was just a complete fucking catastrophe. Right, let's
was like apologizing to everyone for like 7 hours. Like, dude, you're fine. It's okay. We're all over it. It's like, guys, this never happens.
It's
like,
just, it never, like, I liked things to be right. I'm a bit OCD.
Okay.
Right, we got 2 winners. Let's go for it. All right. So we're not doing yesterday's draw. We're just gonna pick 2 from here, and I'm done with it. 2
from here, and then you have to come up on Spaces because like the Murad one, where there was like 1,400 people. So if you win, please come on Twitter Spaces. So if you're on your computer and you're on YouTube, just take a few seconds, open your phone, go to Twitter Spaces, and request to speak, and come on stage so we can hear your reaction. All right, let's go, Sims. Let's see what the 2 winners are. Oh, yes, the sound. You want to put it higher, Sims? Wait, I can barely hear it. I can barely hear it. The other time I could hear it.
Is it really quiet?
Yeah.
It's because I'm using a different browser today, so if it's not playing, that's my fault.
Alex Mack. Alex Mack, congratulations. Alex Mack. Alex MACK__. You are the first winner of the first spin today, thanks to Rollbit. Alex Mack, congratulations. Come on, Spaces. You won. Oh, there she is. There you go. Nice photography, too. Holy shit. God damn. All right, next winner. All right, dope. We got an artist winning today. Let's go. The day of shape, Tyler. See? All right, next winner. Califo Crypto. Congratulations. Califo Crypto. These are all real people, too. Califo Crypto.btc.sol.eth.tez. Artists collect again, Tyler. You love to see that. There's 2 artists won. You know they're an artist because object.com is in their bio.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So Alex Mack, dude, 2 artists coming up in stage and winning to the artist or collector for Calif. I'm not too sure, but Califo Crypto, join us on stage. You won the second. In the meantime, Alex, what's up? How you doing?
Yo, G to the motherfucking M. Let's go.
Let's go.
Bro, I've been listening to this show for forever and then like entered all in the summer. I'd be in the fucking mountains trying to enter. And I was like, nah, I'm never going to get it. And then this morning I was like packing up to go somewhere else in the mountains. And I was like, nah, I probably won't get it, but I'll fucking try because I heard the code. Let's go.
Yo.
Awesome.
Let's go. You got your own calendar. Look at your art. Sorry, I'm putting your art up on the screen right now. Damn. Look at that. Love to see it. What up, Califo?
Hello. Hey.
What's up? So you're artist or collector?
I do both. Mostly a collector.
There you go.
But I do art.
Love to see that. Well, there you go. Well, all right. Well, thank you, Sims, for that. We got the right 2 people. So here on the screen. So let me just mute you quickly, Califo. There you go. Alex, you go first because you won first, and then it's gonna be Califo Crypto. We have 3 punks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Miladies, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, Reg Eye Floor is like 1.8K now, Tyler. That's crazy. We started those giveaways. They were like, I don't know how. All right. Well, Alex Mack, are you ready?
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. All right, let's spin this thing. And you win a red guy, number 76. Congratulations, Alex Mack. You win a red guy worth $1,800.
Let's go. I've wanted one of these forever. So I was just like, even if I get a red guy, I'm so fucking stoked. Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
I would hold
This is
on to
rad.
that. I feel like these guys are up to a lot of big stuff right now. So I would hold on to that. Congratulations. Good luck on your next trip. All right. And make sure y'all follow the 400 people in the space. Make sure you follow Alex. Her art is really dope. All right, Cali, are you ready? There you go. I did the same. All right. Let's spin for Cali for crypto. Oh, it's a red guy too. God, we keep these so close.
Oh, it came right. It's close.
Right up. Cali for crypto. Congratulations. You also win a red guy.
Love red guys. Yes.
There you go. So we'll make sure we reach out to you and send you guys your red guys. There you go. Another $3,600 given on the show this morning. We're going to do another giveaway tomorrow for Friday. Tyler, have a wonderful day. And with that, we'll see y'all tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for another episode of FOMO Hour on Rug Radio. Let's go.